Have you missed me? So I haven't really posted on YouTube much, and you'll understand why in a minute. I've been working really hard. You know how long I've been doing this now on like my writing, and you know how much like of my life it is to write books. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do in my life, and it's the only thing that I ever wanted to do as a child. I was so focused on creating narratives, and it was always so much fun to write a book, because of the research that went behind it, research in history or myths and legends, creating languages, world building. It was a place where anything was possible, and I could create that, and in a way I could put myself into that adventure as well. And it's such an addictive thing. And over the past year I've been working on this book about my experiences on the water, and flipping back and comparing it to the experiences of people of the past. And I'm really proud to say I've got a book deal. I got a book deal. I got a book deal with the History Press to publish this book about, you know, the history of the women of the waterways, and my exploration in discovering more about them and comparing them to my day-to-day experiences on the cut. And it's to be released in June 2024, if I can deliver the book on time. Of course I will, but it's so strange for it to be processed in my mind that this adventure is starting, this book is going to see the light of day, and it gives me more hope for like my other books. I write more fiction. I've got 5 novels that are ready to go out there to be picked up and hopefully published in the future. And this experience has just made me feel so much more encouraged, and so difficult to put into words considering I'm a writer. I think for a while this year I'd fallen into a bit of a pit, thinking, what if this never happens for me? What if I just remain as I am and my writing never sees the light of day? What if that? And it was a very depressing thought, because writing's the only thing I've ever wanted to do. And now this book is going to go out there into bookstores, and it's going to be released in America also. And it's just made my hopes also that I can do this as a full-time occupation, like to be a full-time author. That's just waking up in the morning and writing all day. I could do that in a dark room with no windows, with just bread and water. I would love it. Anything's just right. And like I was saying, it's given me a lot more spark about finding representation for my other 5 books that are my fiction books. But this book specifically about the waterways, it's a factual history book. So it means that I've had to do some research. Hello, Lila. Oh, it means I went down to the library to get out some books. I got Ramblin' Rose by Sheila Stewart, Canals in My Home by Iris Bryce, Narrowboat by LTC Rolt, Idle Women, about women and their efforts during the Second World War with moving goods via canal boats, by Susan Wolfett. And Midlands Canals. Pictures in here. Amazing. So I've got lots of research to do, and what the book is, it's going to be a... Well, just see when you read it, waiting for it to go out, but it means that I'll be doing interviews with people, I'll be going to the archives, I will be going to these places, and I'll be researching everything from crime to love to marriage to raising children to the prevalent women in the waterways history that may or may not really have been properly recorded. It seems that women's efforts through history are usually very filtered out, and I want to amend that the best way that I can through writing. And I'm really excited about it. I'm so excited about, you know, it's spring's happening, the flowers coming out, and the urge to get outside and wrap on a cardigan, take my satchel and go to the library and go to Birmingham and London and go to these history seminars and go into the archives and interviewing the descendants of these women, and oh yes, and finding the photographs from the Canal and River Trust. Very, 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 very excited. That's where I've been recently. That's why I haven't really been on YouTube, because I've been trying really, really hard to focus my efforts into writing this proposal for the book and sending everything off to this publisher. And you know, when I sent over the sample material and the proposal, it was such a nerve-wracking moment, because I was so scared that it wouldn't get picked up, and it did. So it did, didn't it? I love you so much. So that's why I've been away. So what I've done now is that I've got myself a little mooring. Sorry, shall I put you down? Sorry, baby. Kettle's going now, please excuse me. I'll tell you what, why don't you just come with me? Yes? Yes, okay. My kitchen is a state. So, I need to write a book now. I've been working on this book, it's not finished by any means. And because it's so important, it needs to get done, I've taken a little mooring here where I am in Warwickshire, so I can really focus on writing and painting to pay the bills. So that has basically been my life, and I'm really excited to take you along for the journey, because what I think I'm going to do is that as I'm going to be researching the information, it'll be really cool just to give a tiny insight into what it's like to write a book, or any frustrations that I'll come across if I can't find some information. Or obviously I won't be giving away the proper subject matter of the book. I'll be doing other stuff to share that's more general history, because I would love for you guys to read the book yourselves. But it just really means that I need to stay focused, and I need to stay on top of things, and I'm still living on the towpath. It just means that I can stay in this spot. I've got access to water, I've got access to electricity, there's coal on site, so it means that I don't have to be stressed about those everyday things whilst I'm trying to write this book and to earn my living as a painter. So I'm astonished with how the past year has gone, basically. So I do apologise for not being on YouTube for the past month and a half, but it was because I've been getting my shit together. Basically, a month ago I was so burnt out. I was trying to take care of myself, take care of the boat, take care of Leela, do all this, write the book proposal, and do filming, editing, and I was trying to do my painting as well. And I think I just got burnt out. I got absolutely burnt out, and I was really stressed about waiting to hear back from the proposal. And you should have seen me. I was like a shadow of my former self. So I decided to just step away to replenish, and here I am. There you have it. There's my news. And I'm over the moon. I really am. Boat life to me feels almost holy in the sense that it really makes you work for it. And I'll never ever know what it was like to be a woman, proper living and working on the Kurt back then as they did, day in, day out. But I really want to see how close I can get to understanding and recording that lost information from these women. And the journey just feels so important and so exciting for me. And I'm really excited about what could come next. So stay tuned. I am going to be sharing more about my writing process, just in general in terms of writing books. And I'm going to be showing more behind the scenes of my watercolour work as well, like what I do, how I do it, why I do it. And if you would like a commission yourself, please get in contact. It's earlwrites@gmail.com, and you may even see your painting on one of the future videos taking shape. And also from me to you, thank you so much for the love and support, because I've been doing this about 6 years now, talking about boats and history and writing and painting, and that's why it's called Earl Writes. You know, my identity was always mixed. It was never just about boats, although it is a big part of what I love. But I'm really, 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 really excited to share with you the next steps of this. So thank you for your love. And if you've enjoyed this video, please click like, send a comment, or even subscribe. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Thank you for watching, and all the best.